Hi everyone, I'm a Name Babbler and welcome back to RimWorld. Last episode, we finally got back our steel production. We had run out the prior episode. It was actually pretty risky since we have a lot of things that break down here and there. We now have steel and we're building some components according to Fluff. But the biggest thing that happened was we rip scanned somebody's brain. What was their name? Asto or something like that? They were a prisoner. Aston. And now we have put that rip scanned brain into a Fabricore that is currently gestating and will be up and at 'em in about 2 days. That's going to be Fleeb's mech, and that Fabricore is going to be what we use to stabilize our food supply, as it can basically cook all the time for like 2 days straight. Or no, sorry, 10 days straight it can cook. So let's see how that works out once we get to that. That's going to be one aspect of this episode. The other thing I really want to try to get done is I want to summon the next level of Mechanoid. But to do that, I think one of the first things I need to do is make sure that my alliances are solid. Right now I only have one ally, two allies, the Exodus Empire and Shalomla. And I want to try to get a couple more allies and solidify my current ones. So that way when I do get attacked by the Mechanoids, I can actually call upon those to help me out. And that's going to be a necessity, given how hard this fight's going to be. So that said, we're going to send some of these items off to my different allies here. Like some tainted stuff. Do we have something that's... Can I sort by tainted? I'm not sure you can sort by tainted. Looks like you can. But I can sort by market value. Let's sell some... Let's pack up some dusters. We'll just keep one just in case we need it. A couple of t-shirts here. I'm basically sending them all my junk that I don't really want to keep anyway. Alright. And less items so that there's less trips to actually load them up. Couple of cowboy hats. Oh, I guess I didn't realize that you could sort by two different values here. So you could sort by name and then by market value. I sort by market value and then by mass. Not sure that really matters, actually. Let's do it the other way around. Mass and then market value. Okay, so that's a very heavy pig. Oh, look, we have steel plate armor. All right, good. How about one of these things? Okay. That bionic arm I'm going to keep. I have these bio-coated shotguns and whatnot. I guess I should melt them down. Alright, let's see. Do we have anything else we want to get rid of that we don't really need? How about some dye? We don't need the dye. That's fine. We only have 19 wood. Hey, we have some chocolate. You guys want some chocolate? There's some chocolate. I'm trying to stay away from meat because, again, it's a lot of trips to fill up these little pods. But I guess I will do some meat since I'm going to need to get rid of some meat anyway. Let's just do that. That's enough. So this is not a great way to actually increase your level, but it is a very easy way. You just load up the pod and then kind of send it off, and that's that. There's no trade that needs to happen. So it's pretty easy. But I think that what I really should be doing is making sure that I'm making enough. You know, I should be making more dusters or lab coats and that sort of thing. All right, let's move. All right, so hey, why's this elephant in here? Excuse me, elephant. Well, you should be in the animal pen, Mr. Elephant, or Mrs. Elephant. That's right. That's right. Go ahead. Go back. All right, so what is it that we want to add on to our goals for this episode? So I want to call Mechanoid. I also think that, you know what I was noticing is that the dusters are actually pretty good value. Right now, I only have it that I make 10 dusters because I'm going to have 10 people. I'm going to actually up that to like 15 dusters. And a few more lab coats as well, a few more t-shirts, and a few more sashes. So that way I have a little bit of excess to sell, because they actually seem pretty quick to make and easy to sell. So I made all that 15, except the lab coat's just 6. And I think I have it set that they can make it out of either cloth or devil strand. Oh, I only have it out of devil strand. Alright, let me change this to cloth as well. I don't know what I was thinking back then. Oh yeah, these should all be cloth or devil strand. I think I was trying to make the hardiest item. But at this point, I really, this is just for like a value thing to sell it. I have 4,000 cloth, so plenty of cloth. I also have 4 constructoids, and I want to make sure they're always working. They will reach a point where they're going to be done. And so for that, I think I'm going to restart this flooring here, this fine carpet. It takes a lot to do. So I'm going to say fine carpet, use the eyedropper on that color purple. All right, and there's 35 cloth per. There's 82 there. That's something like 2,700 cloth, something like that. So that's a pretty good amount. Okay. I really can't wait to get this fabric ore. I want to see how well it works. Now, all these mechanoids are level 10 in whatever they specialize in. So, for example, the constructoid is a level 10 construction. This fabric ore will be a level 10 crafter or cook. That's not that bad. I mean, our cook right now is Daesh. She's 13. Tiffy's a 6. And she's the one cooking right now. Looks like we're having an issue with lifters. As you could tell, there's 32 simple meals in here. And 4 lavish meals, and they're not being moved to the storage room. I'm wondering why. Here's a lifter. What do you have to say for yourself? And why are you putting plasteel there? Okay, so I have an issue with my my settings, it looks like. Transport pod is ready for launch. So who do we want to try to put over the edge to ally that's not currently? The Loten's a plus 46. I might be able to do that. So let's launch that to the Loten right there. See what happens. So lavish meals require a skill level of 8. So the Fabricor will be able to do it. Did that pod make it there to the Loten? Oh, we're still neutral. We have plus 73. We need 2 more to become allied. Let's load something up real quick. Just to put us over the edge there. What do we want to give him? I really don't have a lot. I need to do a better job of this. How about this bolt action rifle? I wonder if we can associate. It's 255 market value. Let's use this as a test. I know it's a waste of a pod, but let's use it as a test because I don't know what the formula is. You know, how much of a value. So Kate is trying to convert Howie. She brought Howie's certainty from 88% down to 71. I knew Kate was going to be trouble. All right, so this is where we take Fleeb and we say, you know what, Fleeb, reassure Howie and see how that works. Fleeb must be sick. He's moving slowly. He has food poisoning. Okay. Yeah, I know my people. I know my people. Fleeb was moving slow. Okay, so Howie went from 71% back up to 81%. So Kate is very forceful. She could really, really get people converted over if we're not careful. And she's also someone, I believe, that, yeah, she is iron-willed. So it's a 88% less chance to lose her certainty. She's going to be really tough to convert. I may not even be able to. All right, well, we also have Raven in here, who we captured last episode. Now, they're part of the Okamuro Pact, and if we... if we release this person, we are going to get back some of our status or goodwill with Okamuro Pact. If we recruit them, we're going to lose some. I don't know how much, though. I had said it from the beginning, though, when we got Kate, that I thought she was going to be the one to convert everybody over to the new ID Legion. She's a 13 social, has a passion for it. She's also pretty, though, and that impacts her ability to be a negotiator. And I wonder. Yeah, I do wonder. It's you know, if I lock her up, it's going to be a really slow road to convert her to free path, but it might be worth it. We will investigate that shortly. Maybe not this episode. Is this thing loaded up yet? It is one bolt action rifle. Okay, so remember that was $255 worth. I'm going to send it to the Loten. My current standing with them is plus 73. What's the correlation here? Let's see. Still plus 73. Huh, so it didn't even move it at all. That's interesting. That is interesting. I thought that would have done something. All right, so 440, 569. $569 is what we're going to send next. Let's make it 600. 614. Okay, let's launch it. There it goes. Plus 73. We are now allied. So 600 or so value gave me 2 points. And we are now allied with them, which is good. That's what we wanted to do. So Shalomler is an ally, so is Loten, and so is Exodus Empire. But Exodus Empire is kind of low. What are we making? Where is it? I hear instruction going. Oh, this thing. This open symbol. Yeah, that's right. What's his name? Zach, the leader of the Babblers. He wanted an open symbol. He has a -4 mood debuff because we don't have it. And he also wants a broad wrap. I should make a broad wrap for him. Broad wrap. We'll go up here. We want to keep the leader happy. You know? Do until we have, I'm going to say 2. Because we want to keep it. Count the ones that are equipped. Pause when satisfied. When we drop to 1, we will make another one. And we're going to make it out of whatever. Devil Strand or cloth. Okay. So he'll be happy once I do that. I noticed something here. I didn't change their schedule around. So let's make the recreation go there like that. Change them to anything here. I have extra sleep for Howie. Don't remember why. He probably was being annoying. I thought that if he slept more, he'd be happier. Or that was extra recreation, actually. So that's fine. I'm just going to leave it alone. Meditate. I'm going to actually change for her to be there. 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Now let's look at our clothing. We're going to clear everything that's forced. because they're not happy with the fact that it's tattered. Okay, manage apparel. So standard outfit is, we already have all that set. Let's duplicate that. And we're going to call it Free Path Leader. Make sure the headgear is a broad wrap, not a cowboy hat. And we're going to assign that to Zach as the, where is it? Free Path Leader. There we go. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Zach is... What's that gavel over him, though? What's all that all on him? He's all... has all, like white patches. I doubt that's band-aids or bandages. I don't think that they've ever shown up like that before. So I wonder what this leader speech does. Let's look. A rousing speech intended to improve morale. Colonists will gather and the leader will speak for a few hours. If all goes well, listeners will feel inspired and gain respect for the leader. If it goes poorly, the speech will do social damage. Alright, so it's initiated at the open symbol. We'll have to play with that at some point. And then Fleeb. I'm sure Fleeb has needs as well. The Rector apparel. What do you want to wear? A visage mask and a cape. What's wrong, Howie? What's your problem? Oh, I agree. I hear you. You're in intense pain. You have food poisoning. And you're ravenously hungry. There's literally a freezer right here with like 100 meals. Missing an open symbol. I know. We're dealing with it. Your resentment. You have some resentment because Kate tried to convert you. That's going to go away soon. 9 hours. Just hang in there. Ratty apparel. Once you put that down, you should be better with that. Go eat something, why don't you? Consuming a lavish meal. That's going to make you happy. Okay, what was next? What was I just about to do? Oh, yeah. The visage mask and a cape. We're going to call it Free Path. What's it called? Not Mentor. I don't remember the name. Rector? Rector. Okay. So they're going to wear a visage mask. So get rid of the cowboy hat and then a cape instead of a duster. I think, right? Is that instead of, it's got to be an outside layer, is just only outside. Yes, okay. Get rid of the duster and it's going to be a cape. All right, so now I have to set that up. We're going to make 2 capes. Make it out of devil strand or cotton. Count the equipped ones. We're going to look everywhere. We're going to pause when satisfied. And then when we drop below to 1, we're going to make another one. Okay, so that's cape, and then the other one with a visage mask. All right, same situation. Setting this up for the long haul here, and we always drop it on the floor. The visage mask, we're gonna make that out of wood. We're not gonna use anything else except wood. That's fine. Okay, so copy, paste, copy, and paste. Wish I could just move it to the top real quick. And the reason I'm putting them to the top is because these are things that are actively making people unhappy. So I want to make sure that they get done pretty soon here. I don't know why Fleeb has like unfinished stuff here, and Fluff has unfinished. Like, how do you like finish it? Why are you keeping it there? I also will say one thought that very much occurred to me just a moment ago is the fact that if I'm able to get all these fabric cores, I'm able to have fabric cores, multiple fabric cores. I could have them literally crafting the whole time in this room. But I would need multiple ones. I would need multiple stations and stuff. So I think we're okay for now. When's that going to be done, actually? It's going to be done in one day. Oh, wait. I don't want to do that. No. Wait, we need... Who needs charging? This Agrahand. There we go. Oh, this open symbol's almost done. Please tell me I can relocate it after it's done. Reinstall it. Because remember, I just kind of put this on a whim. Put here on a whim. Thinking I could just place it somewhere else. I didn't realize it was a whole big project. You can't move it. Oh well. That's fine. It is what it is. Okay. Right, 20 hours until that's done. The fabric core is done. We have this Agrahand being charged. We have another charger available. The reason I'm having to manually do this is because so many of them passed out and weren't able to be brought to the charger. So we're going to prioritize that one. Because we currently have 1, 2, 3 lifters down because they're not charged. I need to address that this episode. All right, let's begin to address that then. How about that? We have our, what is this here? This is subcores. Let's make our subcore zone over here instead. Just for the time being. We call it subcore. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll delete this zone and then that will go away. They will move that. What would be the most efficient way? Let's look at this. Oh, you know, you can't reinstall these mech chargers. You have to rebuild them. Well, that's annoying. What does it take to build a mech charger? How much? One component, 125 steel. Alright, that's not too bad. Let's think about how we would actually place them in here then. We could put one like that. One like that. That's, okay. One like that. That gets 3 in the same basic area. And then we could put one that way. Actually, no, I would put one like that. Yeah, okay, so one like that would work. So that would be 4 on this wall. And down here is essentially the same thing, just to the inverse. It really wouldn't work because it's too... it would make the room too wide. Come to think of it, I should get rid of this door. I don't need that door there anymore. That's what we'll do. We'll get rid of that door, and then we'll make it that there's a pass-through from here to there. Or, let's think about this. I could make a door here instead, actually. And then get rid of everything else. Deconstruct all that. And then I envision just one little pathway. I could see that working. Okay. Let me get that door set, and then I'm going to get rid of this gestator, deconstruct it. Okay. Okay. Where is the deep drill? I was just looking for you, Valakay. We're back up to a little over 1,000 steel. It goes quick, though. There's a whole bunch of steel here. It's going to be great. 300 steel in each of these tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 29 tiles here. Wow. What is that? 8,700 steel? What does it take to make a deep drill? Do we need 2 deep drills? Who does mining? Valakay? Kate is doing art. That's kind of important, but I feel like she should be doing mining as a preference. Yeah, we should do mining as a preference. And that tells me, how do I make a copy of this right here? Let's see. Deep drills, 2 components and 100 steel. I think it's worthwhile. And I know that... You know what I just thought of? Well, why is Kate sleeping in here? Oh, Kate. I really do have to babysit these people. Anyway, I just said in the last episode that I don't have any more vanometric power cells that make power out of nothing, transport around the map, and you know, when I'm ever doing these deep drills. But I wonder, can you take a regular battery Just a regular old battery. And move it to where the deep drill is. And how quickly would it use that power? So it says power needed 200 watts. Yeah, I mean, that would use a lot of power. I wonder how quickly, though, it would. Like, if you could keep cycling out batteries. Because the reason I'm even asking that question is because here's the ground penetrating scanner. It shows you everything you've already discovered on this map. So all the green is what you have discovered. There's steel right there, very close and in the base. There's the steel that we're already looking at. There's steel down here. And down here. So now you're getting much further away from the base. You don't want to make power lines all the way out that way. It's a waste. And even here, steel. So if I can move a battery, I wonder if that would make sense somehow. Huh, okay. I do wonder. Can't wait to see what this mech looks like in 8 hours, the Fabric Core. Like, do I get to set priorities and not have to assign it to just a certain portion of the map like I was talking about? Oh, Raven, I forgot all about you. What's your deal? Oh, Fluff tried to convert Daesh. Okay, we got Raven is being converted to Free Path. Oh, they're already down to 68%. Let's go much more quickly than I thought. How about Fleeb? You convert yet? No, you can't convert yet. Okay. Chopping down some wood. What about over here? Is this wood ready to be chopped? Oh, look, almost all the traps are done. No wonder we had very little wood, because they've actually been replenishing these traps. As planned. There you go, Zach. Oh, they're making capes and stuff? Alright, so if they're making capes, then that means that what's his name is going to want to wear that cape. Fleeb, are you wearing a cape yet? No. Fleeb is going to convert Raven. Raven is currently 68% certain in their religion. Now they're 59. That's going pretty quickly. I can't wait till this Fabric Core is done. Come on. 2 more hours. Oh, what's this say? Gray pall. A gritty fog clings to the air. The smell is rotten and acidic. This unnatural weather creates feelings of dread. That sounds great. Alright, Fleeb. After this cape, you're going to go ahead and go get that Fabric Core. Oh, he's doing it on his own. I guess he was excited too. He dropped the cape mid-craft. Alright, there's the Fabric Core. Where's he going? He's cooking meals immediately. It's the first thing he did. Wait. Whoa. Let's see what your deal is. What do we do with you? Here's a Fabric Core. I can't set your priority or anything like that. So what do I do with you? You have no needs. So why are you immediately going to cook lavish meals? Let's see how this plays out. Because if you're doing lavish meals here, that doesn't make sense. Ah, you're going that way to cook the lavish meals, are you? Why? There's meat in here. No, there's not. Okay, so that's my mistake. So is that what Daesh has been doing this whole time? Carrying meat from here over to there? Oh, he said something. Okay, look at him go. Oh, it's very dirty. Hold on a second, guys. Why is it very dirty? You're going to stop for a second, Fabricor. Howie, clean up. Now it's clean. Okay, good to go. Okay. I guess what I'm confused about is why did it decide to do cooking first? There's all these other things here. All of it. Is there a setting that says for these builds you can't use a mech? Any worker, it says. It says any worker. I could have said it to any human. Oh. I'm going to do that. So I don't need to worry about setting where it can go and where it cannot go. That's annoying that I have to change on all of these. Oh no. But I kind of think I need to. That's a lot to do. Alright, well, I'll just do it really quickly. Any human. That's good to know. So you could set it to... You could actually even set it to any mech, so only mechs would do work too. I'm not going to do that just yet for anything. Alright, so those are done. The tailoring is has the most stuff here. I'm just going to run through that real quick. What was I up to? Was it t-shirts? Yeah. Stash. Alright, well, good to know. Wish there was an easier way, but that's what we have. So I'm changing everything from any worker to say any human, so that way the mechs do not interfere in these rooms. I do not want this Fabricor to be doing anything with this crafting workshop at all just yet. Maybe at some point. Alright, I'll change these just in case. I truly just want this one to be dedicated to cooking. Oh, he's smelting that because it is it's less than 50%. Good. What does that turn into? So it's steel plate armor. 42 steel and 13 plasteel. Not bad. I say not bad like I remember how much it took to actually make it. Might have taken 300 for all I know. Oh, these are going to be annoying to do. So I don't think mechs can do art. Good to know. This is the last thing I need to change, so that's fine. And I gotta just pay attention when I make a new bill. We have a flash storm. When I make a new bill, that I need to make sure it's humans only. Well, that's crazy to do all this, isn't it? This is probably really entertaining for anybody watching this right now. Look at that. Look at this dexterity clicking. I'm not missing a click. This is some thrilling entertainment. Okay, let's see how quick I can do this one. Start your stopwatches. I think that's it. There we go. Oh, that was crazy. Okay, so is there anything that I would have to think about that's crafting? No, it's going fine. That's all good. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on that fabric core and see how they do, but I really wanted them to be working more on this kibble over here. So how do we get meat over here? I think I'm going to change this to just meat, and that should resolve it. Let's see if that resolves it. We're going to make it also important. Important. There's an aurora. Make the night brighter. Some fires happening. This should be alright. A chicken is dead? Oh, wow. Okay, well... Chick 1 has burned to death. The last event in Chick 1's life. Chick 1 was scorched. Missing a head caused Chick 1 to expire. So I think literally Chick 1 just got struck by lightning. Well... That's not good. So we have the capes, and now she's back to making dusters. All right. Wow, look at them go. They got done way more than I thought by now. Okay. We need some components, Fluff. I think we need to get you on that. I know you're working on this, but it'd be great if you could make some components. I guess Maroc, since they were in prison, decided that this was going to be their room. Raven is still 60% certainty. Wonder if all these traps are done. Pretty much. Almost all. This is a long-term project. This is going to take a couple of harvests to actually fill up this with wood. But when it's done, it'll be perfect. Said 9 turrets right here that will all shoot right at this one spot. Wow, the wind turbine is 1800 power output. Is it being blocked by anything? No, these chunks don't block it. Great. Okay, what am I looking for? Oh, components. Yeah. We only have one there. Yeah, we're a little bit behind at making components. It's gonna repair this. What is it? Where are you going with this component? What are you doing? You seem to have a plan, Constructoid. What are you doing with this thing? You gonna repair something? Ah, this cooler. Well, I agree. Good job. Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about Maroc. Maroc, you need to be fabricating things. I'm not sure why you're not. You know why? I bet you don't have the skill. You have a 5. You need to be 8, I believe, to make components. You need to be 8. Okay, so how do we get Maroc up to level 8? He's level 5. If he gets to 6, he can make recon armor. That'll be great. This is going to be good. All right, so he is how far off? He's at 0. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to add a bill. We're going to say, I want Maroc to make... Oh, he actually can't. There's nothing he can make. So what gives crafting skill? Does cutting these these stone blocks make crafting skill? It must. Cannot make limestone. So wait, are you saying that we have everything that we need? No, we need sandstone. Aha, I know what's happening. So we don't have the sandstone here. So I bet you that we did have chunks here. I know we did. Okay. Lifters are not doing their job. We're going to tell them to haul things, and we're going to tell them to do all this. Let's go, lifters. Do your job. And you know what? We're going to do over here, too. There we go. Okay. So they're going to potentially haul everything here, and then Marak can go ahead and start crafting. What are you carrying? Fabricor. Oh, you're doing the same thing with meat. Gotcha. I mean, I told them to put meat in here, but I think we're having trouble with our lifters. Yep, we are. Okay, so there's another lifter down. Right there. Who wants to get him? Zach, I feel like you should. And then this lifter is also down? Yeah. Zach also got that one. And this one's moving slowly. I think they're moving over something. Alright, so those are two. And then there's a constructoid here. There's no open recharger for them. These deep drills are actually helping. Where's Kate? Okay, she's doing art. If we get this deep drill done, she won't do art anymore. Let's get Balakay on this. He's going to make these components real quick. That's one component down. Let's see if we can get maybe Howie. He could haul some stuff over there. Because my plan is that way Balakay and Kate, see how Kate is mining here? We actually have two miners, Kate and Balakay. So if we have two deep drills, we'll be getting double the steel. Not quite, because Kate's a very slow miner, but that's okay. Lifter. He's going to bring that to the deep drill. Oh, no, not. Missing two components. Yeah, I know we are. I was hoping you would have brought one over. Okay, Fleeb is ready to convert. Use it on Raven. There we go. That should do it for this deep drill. Raven went from 52% to 34%. Pretty good. We need one more component. I think Zach's getting it now. Yep. Okay, well, I had that idea about the battery thing. You know, moving a battery close by to this, but I'm actually not going to worry about that for this particular one. It's so close that I'm just going to put some power out here. Even though I know that's not the smartest way to do it, but and I'm going to force Zach to do it right now. This is all prioritized. So we stay ahead of it. I want to get take some blood for some people. There we go. All that prioritization, Zach, and you didn't build anything here. Looks like the Constructoid's going to do it. Ah, okay. They're starting to put the lifters are starting to put meat in here, which is great. Now this Fabricor shouldn't have to go so far. Now it's currently wandering. Let's think about why it's wandering. It has no task. So you're telling me it doesn't know how to make kibble? Oh no, you know why? Daesh is currently making kibble. So let's draft Daesh for a second. And let's draft the Fabricor and then undraft it. It's going to make kibble. Okay, so it knows how. That's fine. I don't necessarily care that Daesh was doing it. I just want to make sure that the Fabricor knows how to do it. And it does. All right, we got 5 blood packs for Kate. We have 3 chargers open. Are there any spots? Anybody that needs help? That one. That guy. Alright, he'll go on his own. So it's just that one Constructoid that's he was down for the count. But we're good now. So we are at a point where Tiffy has 5 militars, and we want to get her to 7. We will work on that at some point. I will say that Fluff actually and Fleeb, they made those capes and masks and everything very quickly. And they're actually at 7 dusters when I think there was only 1 or 2. So once they actually get caught up with that, they're gonna be all set. Somebody's playing pool. You know, our research has been kind of stagnated. I wonder who was working on research. Doesn't seem like anybody, actually. So Daesh is a cook. I gotta make research a priority for Daesh. Yeah, we're gonna flip flop that. I think we're gonna be good with cook now. So let's make Daesh prioritize research. So Daesh is going to be our basically our researcher. Okay. Gotta check those things periodically. I'm really trying not to micromanage them. Ultimately, I wind up pushing them too hard, and then they get mad, and it's not good. Come on, Raven, we want to convert you. Tiffy is working on plants right now. Why would that be? Must be nothing to cook. Because she did cooking, and the next thing she do is growing. So what are our... We must have a lot of food. We do. We have 107 simple meals, 57 fine meals, 40 lavish meals. Exactly what we wanted. Quest available. Psychic Droner, Leo, a knight of the Exodus Empire, is traveling near Hope. He is being followed by his enemies and wants your help, using signals to draw them toward Hope. If you do, his enemies will activate a site nearby to harass you. There's a Psychic Droner machine there, tuned to the male gender. Also, 4 turrets, 1 mortar, and 2 wasters defend there. Is there anything that we really would want out of here? Okay. Really just some plasteel and some gold. This book, if we got this book, somebody would learn... They'd learn art as they read the book. That's kind of cool. This is an aspect I have not really thought of until a few episodes ago, where the books that you have, if you look at the contents here, so like, let's call it The Fundamentals of Gastronomy and Art. As they read this, they gain cooking experience, 273 per hour, and same thing with art, up to a maximum level of 14. And you can say, like, for example, who is our cook? We have Daesh and we have Tiffy. You can assign them the reading policy. So like Tiffy could be anything that includes skill gain or research. So a skill gain to cooking. So she'd only read that book instead of picking up something random. I'm not too worried about it right now. But it's something you can do. All right, we have Balaki on that one. It's Kate on this one. Yeah, okay, so they're doing it as planned. Getting steel from both of these dig sites. I think there's almost 9,000 right here. So this is great. It's a little slow, and we also get those insects that attack us, but it's much safer. And it's nice to have a constant supply. Okay, what are our ally status? Exodus Empire, Loten, Shalomla. How about our Camera Pact? Let's think about what we can give them. I want to get them to ally. Do we want to just give them some Jade? I think Jade would make them really happy. That's a lot of Jade to give away, but what am I using it for? So who cares? Let's send it. See what happens. All these traps are almost done. That's one Constructoid that's actually being recharged. 43%. Yeah, Balak is much faster. So he's at 53%, 54%, 55. She's at 48, 49. So they're about 7% away from each other. That's going to widen. She's at 54. He's at 87. Yeah. That widened very quickly. Okay, Exodus Empire? Is that who? No. Your Camera Pact. I want to try to make them an ally. Let's go. Your Camera Pact. Is that you guys? Oh, you know what? When you hover over it, it tells you what you're going to get. Plus 15. Plus 5. Why is it different? Based on faction? Plus 5. Well, let's send it. Alright, well that'll get us to 37. That's not great. What do you think? Is it time to summon that bad mechanoid? I think I may need to wait till next episode to do that. Marak, are you actually gaining crafting experience right now? You are. We need to get you to 6. Let's get you to 6. That didn't actually do it. You're shredding and melting the stuff. It's not actually giving you anything. So you must be getting it from somewhere else. I want to cancel all these unfinished items. Because I still don't understand why there's unfinished items. And why they don't seem to then continue them. Like they never pick them up again. Okay. Look at all those animals. I have quite a few. Who's working on animals? Let's see, because that seems to not be a thing anymore. Handle. Our handler is Daesh, but she's actually researching. So we really don't have a dedicated handler. What's Howie up to? Howie is smelting. Howie, you should be our handler. And then secondarily, you could be our crafter. Yeah, I need you to go on literally a killing spree right now because look at our... we have... a little bit over our limit here. Okay, we're crafting. After these are done, I can't wait because then we're going to have another... Where is he? Marak. When he's all set, he will be able to make us marine armor. And then he's going to be great when it comes to making components. He's going to fly up in skill. We have plenty of medicine. Okay, just keep an eye on everything. We're almost done with this carpet. Why are we having issues here with power? We have plenty of power. What's wrong? Talk to me. What's wrong? There's power. There's no issue at all. We have excess. It says 0 power stored. And something must have gotten severed. Yes. Wait a second. Are you telling me that this was never connected to begin with? There's no way that that's accurate. But I'm looking at it, so let's do this. Come on, Zach. Let's see if he does it on his own if I do it like this. There you go. Now we actually build it is the other question. I'm gonna manually prioritize it if I can keep up with them. Okay, so now I can't believe that. Of all us, let's see what the grid excess says. 1,520. So what was the problem there? Just to tell you what was going on, is this circuit. Everything here was only being powered by this one geothermal generator, and it was okay for these coolers, and I'm not sure why it became not okay. They use 200 power at most. That's 2,400, and this generates 3,600. So even on its own, I'm not sure why that was an issue. But that's fine. We fixed it. And I think we're all connected everywhere else. Let me double check, though, now that that happened. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Good job, Kate. You're doing great. Shambler's approach. A group of 27. 27. A group of 27 shambling, rotting corpses is approaching. I'm trying to see what they're vulnerable to. I don't see where it says what they're vulnerable to. I don't see any spot that says what they're resistant to, like heat or whatever, other than toxic resistance. How long before they decay? 3 days. Okay, so this is actually an issue because this is 27. 27. If they decide to attack pretty much anything, they're going to get through pretty quickly. I think we need to get to our mortars, and we need to load them up with some high explosive shells and bombard them as quickly as we can. Let's get everybody to where we need to go. Tiffy, you need to also get your group together. Let's go, guys. Kate, Zach, I don't know why you don't have a weapon. Don't know why I need to even still look at you and check that anymore. I know you had a flaming bow, and I know I got rid of a flaming bow, but that wasn't your flaming bow. Fleeb, you're good too. And Maroc, what's your deal? Oh, you barely know how to do anything. Maybe we'll give you some frag grenades. Okay, they're not doing anything right now. They're not attacking anybody or doing anything. That's okay. That's good. I don't want them to. I want to hold fire on all these mortars. Hold fire. Okay, are we loaded up though? 15 seconds till we can fire. I don't want to aggro them just yet. We are good. How many seconds? 3, 11. All right, let's aim. Let's pause. I mean, I'm just going to kind of hope for the best here. Kind of shoot in the center, and if they miss, then they're still going to hit something, maybe? Okay, we're going to... Don't hold your fire anymore. Go ahead. Let's see how this goes. That one is on track to like hit this building because good job, Howie. Oh no. Okay, well all that did was make them mad, I think. Did that even... Oh yeah, we hurt a couple. Okay, they are now attacking, and they are mad. They're very mad. Okay. I don't know where they're going to attack. That's the problem. Balakay is digging at a drill. I get it. I understand. You like digging. What do we need to do, though? Where are they going to attack us? Are they going to attack us at this door? I'm seeing maybe I reposition that. Really quickly, and then Kate, you're good too. Fluff, Howie, Daesh. Okay, where are they going? All right, let's hold your fire, hold your fire, hold your fire. We're gonna see where they're coming, and I feel like they're coming right for this door. All right, let's assume they're coming to that door, and if that's the case, then we are doing this kind of configuration. And this is going to hurt. This is actually really going to hurt. I hope they're coming for this door. I don't have time to get more turrets. I'm only sending Balakay because he's already kind of there. He's going to grab one turret and just to help us out a little bit. All right, let's see what happens. 15 seconds till they can fire again. Oh, they're going for the throne room. Okay. So we're gonna go with these constructoids, get them out of the way at least. Just get them out of the way. I just don't want you getting attacked. So it looks like they're going for the throne room. They're hurting at 3% every time they hit it. That's significant with so many of them. And if they destroy the throne, that's going to be very annoying. Because that took a long time to build and a lot of resources. But if that's what happens, that's what happens. There's 7 seconds until we can fire again. Oh, wow, look at all that. Okay. Ready to shoot? Let's go. Set target. Right there. Right into the center of it. Oh, it's too close. Of course. Let's go, guys. See what happens. We got one, but it's not a lot. They going for this door? They are. Okay. Balakay's bringing this turret. That helps. Barely, but it does. Once this door gets broken, they're all coming this way. How long until we could fire? 16 seconds. I want you to fire as soon as you can. That sandstone door is now dead. They're probably going to come this way. All right, we don't have these mortars are not going to be helpful. But we're going to shoot anyway and see what happens. No, let's not. Doesn't even matter at this point. Hold fire. Hold fire. Let's get you into the battle. Fluff, get over here, because we need you. Heavy SMG. Assault rifle. Let's go. Let's get our perimeter set up. Get him. What about this guy right here, guys? Come on. Zach, let's back you off, because I think you're aggroed. Fire spew. That's right, he could do that. Militator died. I'm okay with it. That's okay. Oh, he's throwing. Marak is throwing. He's throwing the grenades into where the militaries are. Okay, well, not good. Okay, so now we have 4 that are trying to break through this door, this wall here. That poor clean sweeper is dead. I have 27, there's 12 left. There's the one right there. That we're gonna make sure. Let's reposition. Only have 2 militaries. Okay, Marak, you need to maybe stop. You know what? I could actually bait them if I wanted to. Let's do that. She's gonna get scared by the flames. So let's get her over here. Marak. Oh, is Zach hurt? He's got a little cut. He's okay. Let's do a quick health check. Health check, everybody. Alright, Zach's fine. So Zach, you're the fastest. Go through this door and see what happens. Get Lifter 2. What are you doing? Come on. Come on, Lifter 2. You know better than that. Whoa, 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 Zach. Zach. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Zach just got, like, something happened to him. He's stunned. Oh, get away, get away. Okay, that was not good. Zach needs to go to... He needs to go to sleep, actually. Yeah, he needs to go rest. They're going to break down this door at some point. That didn't hurt them. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that was a bad move. When Zach opened the door, he got stunned by them. They have an ability or something to stun him. Which is kind of crazy. Actually, that's not accurate. Tiffy attempted to hit a Shambler and actually hit Zach by mistake and wound up stunning him. That's what happened. Alright, well, he's going to go rest. He'll be fine. That wall's going to break any second. So is this wall. And this Constructoid needs to get out of the way also. It's going to be open season. I'm going to keep... I'm afraid of this turret. I probably should have installed it somewhere different. I don't have time now. Maybe I do. In an ideal world, that's where it goes. And everybody else is okay then. When is this going to break? It's going to break any second. Okay, that's open. Was that a grenade? There's no way you threw it that far. Wow. That's a lot further than I feel like others have been able to in the past. Just covering fire right here. That's where you're gonna throw it. Is that all of them? Am I good? Bluff. Go tend to Zach. I think we're good now, guys. That was crazy. 27 Shamblers. So what did I learn from that while it's still fresh in our brains? First thing I learned is we had 2 Militars die. That was kind of annoying. We have these Constructoids. Go back to your business. What did I learn? I learned that I need to kind of be able to funnel them. And when I did funnel them, it was actually kind of easy. So I almost feel like in this case, instead of letting them beat down a wall, I should have opened a door. If I opened a door, then they would have funneled right through this one door. I'll have to try to remember that next time. Okay, they're going to fix this perimeter, so we should be okay. Okay, well that was kind of crazy. And we have 2 Militars down. So we will resurrect those. And we're right back at it. Marak, you are halfway to level 6 crafting. Keep up the good work. Alright, let's just go ahead and do one other thing. Resurrect Light Mechanoid. We'll do one of each, and Tiffy is going to resurrect her Militars. Okay, well, we successfully defended against 27 Shamblers. Kind of a mess over here, a rotten mess. But we did it fine, and the only person that actually got hurt at all was Zach, and he's already healed up. Let's just do a quick health check to make sure nobody else got hurt that I don't know about. Nope, everybody else is perfectly fine. We're making a lot of progress when it comes to crafting. We're almost all caught up with all of our t-shirts and sashes and pants and whatnot. After that happens, and once Marak gets level 8, he's probably going to be making components pretty much all the time. But before he does that, he'll be making things like recon armor and recon helmets, which will finally get us all outfitted. I've decided they're all just going to wear that all day long. Who cares? And there you go. So that's going to be it for this episode. We have a lot that's going to happen next episode. We're going to summon that Mechanoid to actually finally get to a point where we can research the waste pack atomizer and get rid of all these waste packs. I mean, look at all that. That's a lot of waste packs. That's well over 1,000 there. So about 1,400 total. That's going to do it for this episode, though. Be sure to follow and subscribe for more inane babblings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.